I know it's not a great idea to be doing a video while I'm driving, but this is my life. This is the timing that I have, so I'm just going to do a quick one. I wanted to find out if you're one of those people that wakes up in the middle of the night and has a hard time going back to sleep because you can't stop worrying. I want to let you know you're not alone. As a postmenopausal female with a lot going on, single mom, working 2 jobs, one's part-time, it's just for fun, but it's still a job. There's still responsibilities that need to be handled and things that I do because that's the nature of the work and because I'm a perfectionist and I want to be attentive and responsible. Those are my values. So there's a lot of stuff. So I thought that I would just do a quick video for real, like while I'm driving, because this is how people live. You start thinking about stuff. I'm going to introduce you to a concept called thinking traps. Thinking traps are mental loops that we get into, kind of like earworms, where you have a thought that gets stuck in your head and you start assuming that it is true, but it leads you to suffering. It leads you to assumptions. It leads you to engaging in behavior that is not useful, that keeps you from living the life that you want. Maybe it increases suffering and distance in relationships, or it causes you to be angry because you're thinking something that is true and it's really not. So there are different thinking traps. There are like 12 of them in the psychology literature. And I'm just going to talk about one right now, and that's mind reading. Mind reading is when you think you know what someone else is thinking about you, and it's usually wrong. Maybe it's correct, but you don't find out. You just act as though you know that what you're thinking is true. There is a way to get out of thinking traps. There is a way to notice what happens in your brain and your body and in your actions when you are acting on a thinking trap. And on my website, I've got a free cheat sheet for you, or it's a worksheet called Change Your Tune, and it will help you remember and acknowledge what those words are that are in your head that are keeping you awake at night, keep you spinning, keep you circling the drain, ruminating. I've heard people call this spinning, downward spiral, overthinking, critical thinking. They're all the same words that lead to you not being able to relax, you getting spun up about something that you may not need to. Now, there's a difference between mind reading and actually finding out maybe someone is thinking that thing about you, but when you find out, when you know what's going on, then you have clarity, then you can act, then you can behave, and you can make choices that are aligned with what's meaningful to you. And if you find out that someone is thinking something that is not complimentary or is problematic for you, well, then you can plan, you can prepare, you can take action that is different so you can fix things. That's empowering. That's very different than taking yourself out of a situation and imagining something wrong and not doing anything about it. So I want to empower you to get out of these thinking traps, to consider, what am I thinking that is true? How do I know that this is true? What evidence do I have that what I'm thinking is actually real? And one of my favorite ways to get out of that spin is to ask, if I were advising a friend, if a friend came to me and said, oh, this person is thinking this about me and they're probably blah, blah, blah. If you can hear yourself thinking they probably think, or I bet they are, or I wonder if, or they always do this. If you don't actually know, then you're acting on an assumption and you may be engaged in mind reading that is going to interfere with your sleep. It's going to interfere with you being present to the relationships that are meaningful to you. And if you are a singer, if you are performing and you're thinking to yourself, my director's thinking this, my riser mates think this, the accompanist is thinking this, I bet the audience is blah, 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 whatever that is, check it out first. And please give yourself some self-compassion. Find out what is real, what is true. And from there, you can make a plan. You then have choice. You have agency and you have changed your entire experience. I hope this is helpful for you. Remember, the world needs your authentic voice, the one that's meaningful, the one that is real and true, not based on what others think. I see you and I hear you, and I want more of you in the world. You take care.